pretty straightforward. Why do Albertans always choose oil and gas despite the volatileness of the industry? And two, why do you think Jason Kenney continues to double down on that as his industry of choice?
Oil and gas in this province has been the great equalizer, right? In terms of, with no education, straight out of high school, you could go into the oil and gas sector and make six figures and have a very nice income and lifestyle. And I'm not begrudging anyone that, but you get used to that, right? And then especially if you could also rely on that's going to happen every 4 or 5 years, it becomes habit, just like any other habit. So, the thing I never understand is that, so what? Like if oil and gas does by some miracle come back and we have another boom in 2-3 years, doesn't it still make sense to also diversify? Doesn't it still make sense to put in sales tax so that we can have more stable revenue? Like, to me, that just makes prudent sense, is that just prepare for those eventual downturns again after the next boom, right? But we just don't seem to have that kind of foresight in this province.
I think oil and gas also allow this province to be spoiled when it comes to taxes. I think oil and gas allows the province to spend more than they are or should be spending, and it also kind of has set us up in having this idea that the Alberta advantage has to continue, and the times have changed, and I think many have problems with accepting that in the new times, where also, in addition to whatever we just said, climate change becomes a salient issue, and the two sound or look a little bit mutually exclusive, you cannot continue. It's not anymore the 80s or the 70s or the 90s, and education becomes important, and you have to be well educated. So the changed global economy creates new losers and new winners, and that kind of pits us against each other.
Do you know how many Alberta governments in the last 60 years have balanced the budget without oil and gas revenue? 0.
Yeah, so we have to get out of that. We have to get out of that dependence on oil revenue, and there are many academic research out there. There are many policy research out there that gives formula to get out of that. But politically, we are not doing anything. When we're in good times, we forget that bad times are coming in future.